pulling out of Sayok today, and I thought I'd just show you Sangchuto Road, which we have to follow to go north. It's the main road, like I said before, coming out of Kanchanaburi, and it's the only road to follow if we're going to go up north. Now it's a double-edged sword because it means there'll be more traffic, but it means there'll be more rest stops, so that's got to be a good thing. Sayok is surprisingly elevated, which you don't appreciate when you come here on a train and wander around and go back again on the train. There's loads of roads off to the side here which go down to the river, about 2 kilometres down to the river, and it's quite a drop. You can freewheel all the way down there, but if you have a beer getting back up the hill, there's a bit of a nightmare. Just before you hit the main road, you got like 45-degree slopes to come back up, so you need to push the bike. Okay, that's it. Sangchuto Road, here we come.
Today's ride begins with a big hill climb and never really gets any easier. The first thing I realise is that I am now entering strawberry country, and there are numerous small roadside strawberry farms dotted all along the route to today's rest stop, In My Dreams Resort.
Well, we've made it to In My Dream Resort, which is exactly 20 kilometres away from the waterfall. No stopping. It only took about an hour, I guess, but wow, a lot of hills up and down, and it's hot as hell today. So good job I put my sun cream on and wore my little blue hat. Okay, we've got a nice little place here. Goldfish all around. They always said I'd end up sleeping with the fishes, so here they are. Here's the fishes. No, it seems like, hello friendly dog, seems like we're in the middle of nowhere, but it's very close to Hellfire Pass, so we'll cool down for an hour and we'll go and have a look at Hellfire Pass. Well, I'm suitably relaxed, refreshed and rehydrated and showered now after the exertion this morning. I don't know if you could tell from the video, but my yellow shirt was absolutely soaking wet. Guess that's what happens when you drink 6 big beers the day before you go for a bicycle ride in Thailand, when it's just about at the hottest time of the year. Anyway, one thing I wanted to say before we leave here is the resort is not easy to find because there's no name in English. This is the only thing that gives it away, and if it wasn't for GPS, I wonder if I'd have found it. So if you ever want to come here, you have to look for the big restaurant next door, big Thai restaurant, Barn something or other. I'll show you some footage in a minute, and it has the name in English, so you can find this place. It's right next door to it. Right, we're going to kick on.
The 2-storey Barnaya restaurant proves to be a boon, as the resort does not have an eatery on site. A varied menu provides my sustenance for both lunch and dinner. So eventually, after lounging around for most of the day, I meander along to Hellfire Pass, which is about 3 kilometres away. I arrive very late in the day, just as the last tour bus is leaving, and after traversing the enormous parade ground, I enter the equally gigantic car park to find it totally empty. It's extremely touch and go whether or not I will be allowed in, as it's already 5:30 and it gets dark at 6. After promising to be quick, careful and aware of the dangers of being stuck down there in total darkness, I'm allowed in, and I will forever be grateful, as it proved to be one of the most moving experiences of my life. So you descend down a man-made zigzag staircase, down and down the cliff face into the darkening jungle for about 300 metres until you are standing on the track itself. The railroad route is very apparent, and you marvel at the fortitude of the prisoners who carved it out of thick jungle on a cliff face in really oppressive conditions. And it gets darker and darker, and there's barely enough light left to film. And you stand there all alone in this amazing place, this awful place, and all you can think of is, at the going down of the sun and in the morning we will remember them. Lest we forget, eh? Lest we forget. And the only sounds in the gathering gloom are the sounds of the jungle.